Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. I would actually start chanting that Warriors song, but I actually don't know it. Da 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 da. We are the Warriors, 100%. Yeah, look, feeling a bit crazy, hyped up, ready to go. Right? It's a game that again has the Warriors 4 seasons all in one, except this time we get the win. We had the sharp start, we had the poor start, we had the comeback, we had the glitz, the glamour. We had it all, and I guess the icing on the cake was the win. Look, Warriors 30, Tigers 26, in a game that I thought was very close to my liking, actually. I had the Warriors at 30 points and I had the Tigers at 18, but hey, we still got the win, so that's all that matters. What I'm going to go through is the player stats and then the team stats and then sort of like some key points as well about how I feel. Don't worry. I know this game. I know this game has Rhys Walsh written all over it. It has RTS written all over it. I think it was the Walsh and RTS show, right? And there was a few no-shows as well. And I'm just going to call it as I see it because, hey, honestly, some of these boys, man, honestly could have potentially led to our downfall in this game. In a game that we shouldn't have lost. We did not lose, thankfully. But they, it just felt like we were fighting our own players too to try and get over the line. So anyway, let's get straight into it. So the player stats. So the attacking run meters we have is Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, who ran 272 meters. Again, meter eater. Then we have post contact. We had Tohu Harris was 72 meters. Tackle breaks was Pompey with 4. Hey, I thought Pompey was okay. Like I just I think he definitely showed up and he gave us what we needed. So got to give him credit for that. Tackles was Eagan with 55, which again he had a terrific game. No missed tackles at all was Pompey with 10 tackles and no missed tackles. So he gets the 100% efficiency award for defense. All right, and as you guys know, team stats for me, I think that tells the story, right? That sort of shapes up how and sort of gives us a signal point as to where we went wrong, where we went right. So the Warriors had 10 errors to the Tigers 12. So penalties 5 to the Warriors and 1 to the Tigers. Again, quite telling there. But it is what it is, right? So we managed to sort of bring him back right near the end of the game by getting 2 kicks. That probably came back to bite him. But hey, that's the way it goes. Just happy we were on the winning end this time. Missed tackles was 39 to 22. Again, very telling. Very, very telling. And there's some players I want to be talking about as well. They're responsible for these things too. So again, our defense, and it showed again. All right, so our possession was 45% to Tigers 55. Definitely felt like one of those games where it was about us having the ball, making the most of it. It's what happened. We made the most of the ball we had. And thankfully, it sort of, bore us some fruit. Yeah, so the completion was 81% to 80. Again, shows it was a clean game all around from both teams. Can't complain, 81% for the Warriors was good considering our shaky start. So we sort of managed to get back there and climb up. So happy about that. Tackle breaks was 22 to 39. Warriors again showing that we at times were a bit lethargic on the attack. And the Tigers were just running amok, running a riot, right? So 355 tackles to 342. Again, telling story when you consider how much we've missed. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, those are the stats so far. I think if the Warriors probably, Warriors actually tackled properly, we could have been in front here by a mile. But we all know that's not Warriors footy, is it? Warriors footy has a bit of drama, as you're all aware of. All right, so now we'll go into the key points. So one of them was the obvious one over the course of the last couple of days. So we had the rumours and then it happened. Walsh started at fullback. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck was at wing, who replaced Mamalo, who was out. And then Bunty started as well during the game as well. At first, I think there was a lot of people who thought it was probably a bad move. I know a lot of pundits are there who are saying that Roger Tuivasa-Sheck should start. And hey, at fullback, and I agree, sure. But after this game, hey, just gonna say, right? After this game, there's something there. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck provides us that pace that we need. Marcelo Montoya provides us that spark that we need. Both those wingers are fast, and it's hard to describe, but just Walsh just being at fullback just feels right, I read an article as well during the week where Nathan Brown talks about Rhys Walsh and how he's young and how he wants to take care of him, and how, mum and dad are also in the picture as well. So he owes them some response. He owes them responsibility, duty of care for Walsh, and I understand that. But when you get this young kid who's basically, I think, carried the team on his back today, what do you do? Whatever happens to him, there's going to be both parties, both people from both sides of the fence of Walsh are going to be upset, and some will be happy. It is what it is, you just got to take it for every game and take it as the games go by. There's not much I can say here. But overall, the team change as well just looked very crazy. So the halves pairing, so basically what I've done here is I've combined both their stats together, and I'll let you, the viewer, sort of tell me what you guys think about it. So both of them had Chanel Harris Tavita and Cody Nikorima had 16 runs between them. They made 112 meters when they ran. They had 43 tackles together. They had 11 missed tackles. They kicked 11 times and combined for a total of 280 meters made, 1 error and 5 tackle breaks. For me personally, I saw some signs. There was a spark there, something there. We can all sort of amp up, especially those who may not like CHT and be like, oh, I should be subbed, or Cody should be a hooker. Look, I think really this is as good as it gets for us in the halves pairing. Let Walsh do his thing. We will let him do his thing. The halves just play as they are. Defensively, again, can't complain, especially with Harris Tavita making some good tackles that needed to be made. Sure, as Cody unfortunately missed a few. CHT only missed a couple, but in saying that, that is, to me, that's the be-all, end-all, really, for our halves pairing. So I reckon stick with that. Don't try to experiment too much. Just leave it as is and just go from there, because ultimately that's probably as good as it gets, I think. And Rhys Walsh definitely is a better fullback. He feels more of an attacking threat. So yeah, I reckon overall, hey, it was a good showing from the halves. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but they did the job at the end and we got the win. Sure, missed tackles. Sure, probably could have done some passes here, there, but you know what? You take the win. Another talking point as well was RTS at wing. Wow. Wow. Just the way he ran, the way he, that ball to the outside ball to Murchie, and Murchie runs all the way and scores, and then how he sort of drifted off in the wing and then caught the floater from Rhys Walsh. Again, just the captain showing his presence, making his presence felt. And I believe that he came in strong in the game, in moments in the game where he had to. Whether that had been defensively, whether that had been offensively, or even making that challenge he did, sort of like in the dying minutes of the game. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck was superb. And again, running over 250 plus meters, one try assist. Just, wow, off the cuff footy suits him a lot, and I think the wing suits him a lot. Sure, there were naysayers, and I reckon there will probably still be, but I mean, you can't deny probably the genius here of Nathan Brown. And if it's not genius, there's something there at least, some sort of method to the madness, somehow, something, somewhere, that is contributing to this. And you just got to give props to Nathan Brown for this. Because Roger Tuivasa-Sheck just stuck on his wing this time, stayed on his wing, and defensively with the Eagan beside him, had the help there too, so they were able to close any of those potential defensive errors that he's known to have. Sure, some crucial errors too, 2 errors. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has unfortunately probably gives up a bit on the wing, when it comes to catching the ball and stuff. But hey, it is what it is. But what a great showing from our captain again, just beautiful. So it was good work from him. So this is what I'm going to be calling the duds, player duds. So players who I don't think lived up to scratch. And there was actually a few of them, by the way. So I'm just going to go over them, and just for different reasons. So obviously these players here, there was a bit of ill discipline for these players. So there was Ben Murdoch Masila, Eliesa Katoa, Jazz Tavanga, Murchie, Montoya, and Jermaine Dalnor Brown. Again, these boys here in total, I think, just collectively, we're just lucky we won the game with the way these guys were playing. Katoa with the 10 minutes, Murchie with the nearly 10 minutes he scored a try though, Ben Murdoch Masila. And James Dalnor Brown, I've always said it again and again, but he needs to add more grit. He had 9 meters running 9 meters he ran, and then 3 meters for post-contact. Post-contact meters were 3 meters, and 9 meters for attacking run meters. 9. That's not even... Defensively, okay, sure. But I mean, we need that grunt. We need that go forward. We need that push. And that's why I think a lot of the time the pressure is so hard for players like Ben Murdoch-Masila or players like Bunty R4, because we just need, if JTB can't deliver it, if Jermaine can't deliver it, then we've got to look elsewhere. But unfortunately, we don't, and that's what I mean by, I think that's why these games can always hang in the balance, because the big forwards who should be doing big forward things are not. And the backs who should be doing back things are probably doing forward things. Hence the reason why Mamalo found himself running the middle a lot of the time. But again, and Montoya as well, letting in 1 try and on 2 separate occasions, not even passing to Walsh. Kicked. One time he, held the ball when he could have passed it. The other time he kicked it, which resulted in Jazz's second report, which will probably mean he'll be banned for a week or 2. I don't get it. Just the IQ from this player. Pace was good. I'm not going to deny that. Good player, good ball, good running. Absolutely. Came in clutch with some of those balls from Walsh. However, those moments there when you have a player like Walsh hanging off you, you got to pass. Walsh sort of had his hands out looking back like, come on, dude, and, it's just one of those things where you just got to do it, you just got to do it. But I mean, collectively, these guys were poor. Tired as well. Look, the last minute when Tamo scored, in the last minute, you had Katoa and Murdoch-Masila hanging off him, tired. I won't blame Walsh for that. 2 big boys against Tamo. You got to tackle them. You don't let him go near that try line and score. But anyway, look, it's just fatigue. Yeah, I don't know. I get it, probably being, with 11 players off the field will do that to you. The boys felt it afterwards, that's for sure. But I mean, look, that's just my thoughts. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Jazz, Murdoch-Masila and Murchie get binned, get suspended. That's probably the reality of what's going to be happening, I reckon. But yeah, we'll see. Another special shout out as well to Wade Eagan, who made 51 tackles, 1 try and 0 errors. I thought he was instrumental in this game. The way he positioned himself as a hooker. Again, a lot of people probably don't like him because he doesn't create that pretty sort of offense. But I mean, sometimes when it counts, we don't talk about it, and that's the defense. And that's why we need him there. I've had my ups and downs with this guy. It's a love-hate relationship. Again, Wade Eagan, got to give him his props. Good player, he was outstanding. He actually got the highest fantasy points, by the way, 23 fantasy points. So he played well. He played very well today. And Toy Harris was not too far behind as well. Those workhorses, the ones that we don't really talk about. Those are the players that do the dirty work, the 1%ers. And defensively, Eagan was good. Don't get me wrong, not perfect. But again, he came up when we needed him, and he scored that try to sort of bring us back in, and we went from there. So big props to Wade Eagan. Thank you. The best for last, I reckon. Rhys Walsh. This guy here, he had 14 runs, 133 run meters, 2 tackle breaks, 1 line break, 4 line break assists, 2 offloads, 3 big tackles, 1 try, 3 try assists, and again, 63 fantasy points. Those tackles though, the one where he made on Mikaele, is he made that break near the line where he drops the ball, and then I think there was another one he made on Sifaf as he was about to go down the wing. He just put his body in the line for that Sifaf one. No care, no nothing. He just sees him, and I'm going to go for him. And again, just what a great play from a great young kid who just has so much to deliver. I personally believe he carried the game on his back. Like a backpack, walked all the way from one end to the other. And just, wow, just the X factor that this young boy has. I've been a big, massive pro Walsh fan, and he just, look, I'm sure us Warriors fans, you guys are watching, you'll agree with me. We love watching the Warriors no matter what, right? We've been through the worst of times, no matter what. We've been through the thick, we've been through the thin, we've been through the bad, we've been through the good. I guess good, maybe. But look, doesn't Rhys Walsh just bring a smile to our face? It just gives us a bit of an extra oomph for us, right? Like, just something that we haven't seen before. I'm still in awe that he's in the team. I'm still in awe that he's in the team. Look, Rhys Walsh, hats off to you. I think you were the best player on the ground. You deserve to have a big rest. You carried the team when we needed you most. Those balls, those runs, oh, he scored a try. It was good. It was good. And that Walsh, Nikorima, and Chanel Harris-Tavita combo, something will happen there. Something will happen there. May not happen yet, but something will. You know, these boys need to get some time to adjust and to play. But I'll tell you what, positives were the wings. Just fast pace, you know, Roger Tuvashik and Montoya, all we just need is pace, okay? That's the be-all, end-all, all right? That's it. That's the reality. That's what I think. We need pace, and they were there. They delivered. And then on top of that as well, you had Ewan Aitken, who was defensively sound, helped Roger Tuvashik out a lot. You had Murchie there with the, you know, it was half-half, but I mean, hey, he scored a try, got us over. And yeah, probably just some talking points again. Like I said, some of the forwards, you know, not good enough. But I mean, hey, look, at the end of the day, it was scrappy, it was ugly, but it also has some good bits too. And that's Warriors League, right? That's the league we're accustomed to. And I'm going to take this ugly win, or whatever type of win you want to call it. I want to take this win over a loss any day. Any day. So we get the 2 points. We're smiling, we're happy. I'm happy. It's a Friday night. The weekend is upon us. Enjoy. And again, just awesome as. But hey, that was my sort of opinion on the game. What are yours? Tell me what you think about it. Good, bad, the ugly, whatever, let me know. But till next time, take it easy, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And go the Warriors, you know, awesome win. Gonna take it. We got the Cowboys next week. I'll talk about that next week when the time's there. More videos coming up this weekend. But yeah, just awesome as. Feels good. And just good to get that W against the Tigers team who are pretty relentless. And thankfully, we just came out with the chocolates at the end. Anyway, thanks again, guys, for watching. Take it easy. And I'll see you guys next time. And just remember, if your favorite player is ever about to drop that ball, what are you going to tell them? Hold the ball. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.